Hey everybody, I'm at Sun Yat-sen Garden in Vancouver. There's a really big Chinatown here, and I went to Chinese New Year last week, which was really cool. It's just all around Chinatown. There's it's probably like an hour-long parade, and there's a big truck that they had and a bunch of like firecrackers out the back, and there are people running around in the dragon thing where it's like they go up and down with the dragon. It was all really cool. It's awesome that Vancouver is such a multicultural place, and there's all sorts of different people living together. Because there's like also a really good, really big Indian community here, like East Indians, and everyone just seems to kind of get along here. So that's good. So it's my birthday coming up in about a week, and it's actually my first birthday since I've transitioned and started living full time as a girl, and. It feels really good because before at this time of year I was kind of nervous about coming out and everything, and because I was coming out at work a couple months later, and just kind of a nervous time of my life, but knowing that everything has gone so well to where I am now it's just so good. And I got cards from my parents that just said like to our daughter and stuff like that, and they were really nice cards and actually made me cry when I read them, because it was just, I just feel like so like loved and accepted by my parents, which is just so nice. It's just really nice to have their support on everything. And I got this question from someone on YouTube, which I think is just with like thinking about how I've changed and everything like that. Their question was, I was wondering if you could share what you were like prior, not physically, but your personality, and how discovering yourself has changed your view of life, your change in social life, how your view on life, love, and happiness, and your spirit has changed. So I've been thinking about that question, and my personality before was, I mean, I was still the same person, but I just wasn't as outgoing as I am now. Like I wasn't nearly as social. I spent most of my time by myself, really. I mean, when I was in university, I was like part of the mechanical engineering club there, and I was actually the vice president. And I don't know, I guess I was like kind of social within like my group, but I didn't really want to stray much outside my group. And it's because one thing I found is that I get into a group, and I used to get into a group and then I'd get into kind of a groove, and I'd become like that person in that group, and I just feel weird if I like strayed apart from that. And then I found that like every group that I was in, I sort of was a different person, just like sort of to fit in with the group. And it was kind of hard because I felt like I could never combine groups together. Like I couldn't have like friends from one group come to another group or something, because then it's like who do I be during this time? And now I just feel like I can just be myself all the time. Like all I need to do in all situations with people is just to be myself, and everything will be okay. So that's much better. And I guess it's just because I feel more comfortable just in myself in general. Like I don't feel like I have to constantly meet this expectation of me to be a certain way, which is really good. So how my view on life, love, and happiness, and my spirit has changed. I kind of view life now that you just have to do what you need to do to make yourself happy. And being happy is, to me, it's like, it seems like it's the most important thing that people should work towards. Because like, why are you living your life if you're not happy? Like you need to make a change in your life if you're not happy, is the way I see it. And it's like, you can't really make other people in your life happy if you're not happy yourself. Because I don't know, I find that being happy like draws other people towards you, and like it makes them kind of want to be with you and stuff, and it kind of like it spreads to people. And before I transitioned, and like when I was a boy, before like I even started dressing, like I'd feel random depression for no reason. Like I didn't really know what the reason was, but I'd sometimes just get really depressed. And whether that's like gender dysphoria or just like general unhappiness in my life, but after a while I realized that you need to take control of your life. Like you need to make your life good. Like you're the only one responsible for your own happiness. So I've just done whatever it takes to make myself happy. And I mean, it's been a lot of work. Like I've had to put myself into like situations that I wouldn't normally be comfortable in, and getting out there and meeting new people, and everything like that, and trying new things, and doing things that I'm like afraid of doing, like trying to do that. And like I'm still still need to do more stuff like that, like try and do things I'm afraid of. So I am much happier now that I'm living full time, and it just feels so good to be able to be me and not have to like wear a mask and be somebody that I'm not. And I also find like relationships are just like much easier now, because before I just felt like there's all these expectations on me to be a man and to be in the male role, and I just had no interest in doing that. And I felt like, what's the point of even pursuing relationships if I'm not going to be what the person wants, and that I'm going to end up disappointing the person and stuff. And now I just feel like I just need to be myself, and that I feel like I can be completely honest in relationships with people, and it's so much better than having to hide. It's unbelievable. So anyway, I'm much happier now than I was before, and I'm like still, I get depressed sometimes, obviously, and it's like everybody does, but generally, like in my life, like with everything going on, it's like I'm really happy. So yeah. Actually, yesterday I was feeling really depressed all day, and I was kind of upset. I was kind of just feeling crying, and my friend was going to come over and cheer me up, but when she came over, she started crying because she was all depressed, and then I made her feel better too, which made me feel better knowing that I can make my friends feel better as well. So it's all about spreading love and happiness to everybody, and because when you bring it to other people, then they return it to you, and being happy and loving only like attracts people towards you. So that's kind of what my view on life is. And yeah, cool. I was in my videos like that, but I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.